So welcome, we're going to continue the PowerPoint Day 3 lesson, and today I want us to talk about animations and transitions. So by now I expect you to have finished formatting your background, formatting the text in your slides. So probably your presentations should look like mine, as you can see on the screen. Now I want us to apply animations. Animations are visual effects applied to text and objects. Animations are visual effects applied to text and objects. Your text has an ability to move around, the text has an ability to rotate. That is animation. So first of all, you're going to animate this text. So start from slide 1, just click on slide 1. Select the text that you want to animate. So just do that by dragging through that. Go to animations. On our menu we have animations. Click. Then you can pick on an animation style. So just hover your mouse on the animation style. You click on one and you observe. That's how the text will appear. That's how the text will appear when you animate it. Now we have 4 different types of animation styles. So when you click on more, you will see these styles. We have entrance effects. So entrance effects, how the text will be introduced in the slide where the show is started. We have emphasis effects, and we have exit effects. We have also motion paths. So entrance, this is how the text will come into the slide. For example, when the show is running, you want to pick on a civil effect. That's how that text will be introduced into the slide. So I want you to animate on that. I've set that. Click on the second text on your slide. So just go to animation, click more to expand more animation. So I want this also to have an entrance effect. So you can select bounce. That text will come in like that. You can click on preview. After you've selected animations for the slide, you click on preview just to view. So that's how when the show is running, that's how the slides will appear. On the same slide, before you go to the slide 2, I want you to apply a transition. Transitions are effects that introduces a slide. Those effects that introduces a slide, introduction of a slide, we recall them transitions. So transition, you want these slides to be introduced by this like a shape effect. That's how that slide will be introduced. So transitions are effects that introduce a slide. Animations are visual effects applied to text and objects in a slide. So right now I've applied a transition effect, shape. You can just preview to check. So both animations you can preview. That's an animation. And when you click on transition, you can preview the transition that you've applied. How do you want that slide to be introduced when the show is running? And on transition, I want you to be able to set the timings. On timing, set these timings so that your slide will run automatically. You can set like for 5 seconds. If you don't set this timing, your slides won't run smoothly to the next slide. So this is a time taken before it moves to the next slide. Now you want this slide to be introduced with a sound. So on timing still we have sound. You can select a sound effect so that when the show is running, the sound that will be produced there is like a drum roll. Now when you finish with that slide, you go to the next slide, this second slide. I want you also to start by animating the text. Click on animations tab, select an appropriate animation. By now you know what entrance effect means. You can select another type of effect, emphasis. You just want to emphasize on that text, maybe changing color. The text will be changing color to grow in size, just to emphasize. Select the clip art, animate this clip art. Remember, animations are visual effects, both text and objects. So I want to animate this. I'm going to give it a motion path. So more motion path effect. I want it to move like an octagon. That clip art will form that shape. So you can preview to see the kind of animation on that slide. So if you are impressed by that animation, you can go to transition tab on the menu. So on transition, select the how you want the entire slide to be introduced. So we have different effects. So just click on the one that you want. That's how that second slide will be introduced. You want this slide to have a sound, make sure you play a sound, and you want to apply timing on this slide so that it will automatically move to the next slide. Remember, this time is important. You have to set it for all your slides. So I want you to do that for the rest of the slides. Start with animating. Pick on the animation style. If it is entrance, if it is emphasis, if it is exit, or if it is motion paths. So if it is emphasis, I've selected that. Just click on the picture. Animation, just animate using any effect. Any effect, just click. You want this to have a bounce into the effect, and you click on transition. Remember, you can select a nice transition for the slide. Just pick on any transition here. So I want this slide to be introduced with a flip, this slide to have a sound, and remember to set time for every slide. So like that, so that when you start the show, to start the show, one will press the F5 key. You hold down the F5 key once, and you will find that this presentation has started, and those sounds that you had set are also playing for every slide. So that timing that we had set there, you can set those timings properly so that you can be able to explain each and every point on that slide. As you can see on my screen, the presentation is running, and it has stopped from that on that slide, because on this slide I've not set any presentations, any animations and transitions. So I want you to complete your work. I want you to set animations and transitions. Remember, in this slide we have not set any animations. We just go to select text first. So animations will only be active when you select that text. Select the text, click on the animation style that you want to apply. After that, make sure you can apply a transition effect. That's a transition. Then you can add a sound effect. Then you can apply the timing. This timing is important for every slide. So make sure you complete those slides. I want you to have your proverbs up to 10 slides and apply transitions, format text in those slides. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the lesson.